Welcome to Turkey. A land where history and legend collide, a place where ancient empires, untouched natural wonders, and stunning architecture stand side by side. Welcome to Turkey, a country that has seen the rise and fall of civilizations, where the whispers of the past still echo through its streets, mountains, and ruins. Turkey is a land where history and nature intertwine, revealing a tapestry of wonders shaped by time. From the surreal landscapes of Cappadocia to the grandeur of Hagia Sophia, each site holds a story of ancient civilizations, cultural evolution, and architectural brilliance. This journey explores 20 extraordinary landmarks, each a testament to the rich heritage and timeless beauty of this remarkable land. Before exploring Turkey's most extraordinary wonders, let's uncover some fascinating facts about this remarkable land. A country where East meets West, Turkey is a crossroads of civilizations, shaped by centuries of history, culture, and natural beauty. From its ancient roots to its modern significance, every corner of Turkey holds a story waiting to be told. Turkey is more than its breathtaking landscapes and ancient ruins. It's a land of history, legends, and surprises at every turn. Sitting between Europe and Asia, it's the only country in the world to span two continents, with Istanbul standing as the bridge between them. But long before Istanbul, an even older civilization left its mark. Hidden in southeastern Turkey, Göbekli Tepe is the world's oldest known temple, built over 12,000 years ago, long before the pyramids or Stonehenge. Turkey's influence stretches far beyond its borders. The Grand Bazaar, built in 1461, is often called the world's first shopping mall, a maze of over 4,000 shops buzzing with life. Turkish coffee, thick, strong, and rich in tradition, is more than a drink. It's a cultural ritual recognized by UNESCO, often paired with fortune-telling. Even the famous tulips of the Netherlands trace their origins back to the Ottoman Empire, where they symbolized wealth and beauty centuries ago. Legends live here too. The real Santa Claus, Saint Nicholas, was born in Patara, and the legendary city of Troy, once thought to be a myth, still stands in Pamukkale. In Istanbul, cats and dogs roam freely, cared for by locals who feed and shelter them like family. With over 82,000 mosques, countless archaeological wonders, and landscapes that range from the snow-capped peaks of Mount Ararat to the surreal white terraces of Pamukkale, Turkey is a place where history, culture, and natural beauty collide. Whether walking through ancient ruins or sipping tea in a centuries-old bazaar, one thing is certain: Turkey never stops surprising. Hagia Sophia. In the heart of Istanbul, one structure stands as a testament to time itself, a colossal dome rising toward the heavens, golden mosaics glimmering under soft light, walls that have witnessed empires rise and fall. This is Hagia Sophia, a masterpiece of human ingenuity that has stood for nearly 1,500 years. It was built in 537 AD by the Byzantine Emperor Justinian I. At the time, it was the largest cathedral in the world, an architectural marvel that seemed almost impossible to create. But what makes Hagia Sophia truly legendary is what happened after. Centuries later, when the Ottomans conquered Constantinople in 1453, Sultan Mehmed II transformed the cathedral into a mosque. The massive Christian mosaics were carefully covered, and towering minarets were added. Two worlds, Byzantine and Ottoman, merged into one. Today, Hagia Sophia is neither a church nor just a mosque. It's a symbol of Istanbul itself, a bridge between East and West, between the past and the present. As you walk beneath its soaring dome, you can almost hear the whispers of history. The footsteps of Byzantine emperors, the prayers of Ottoman sultans, a place where civilizations meet and time stands still. Cappadocia. Some places feel like they belong to another world. Cappadocia is one of them. Picture an ancient valley, sculpted by nature itself. Towering rock formations, shaped by wind and time. Underground cities carved into stone. And when the first light of dawn breaks over the horizon, hundreds of hot air balloons rise into the sky, painting it with colors. This is Cappadocia, a landscape straight out of a dream. But this isn't just a geological wonder, it's a place where history runs deep. Thousands of years ago, early civilizations dug into these soft volcanic rocks, creating underground cities that could shelter thousands. These hidden chambers protected people from invaders, and some of them are so vast, they go more than 10 levels underground. The valleys are home to rock-cut churches, with frescoes that have survived for over 1,000 years. Walk through Göreme Open Air Museum, and you'll find entire monasteries carved into the cliffs. But the magic of Cappadocia isn't just in its history, it's in the way it makes you feel. The silence of the valleys, the endless sky stretching above. And that moment, standing on the edge of a rock, watching the world float by beneath the balloons, it's a place you never forget. Pamukkale. High in the hills of southwestern Turkey, there is a place that doesn't seem real. Imagine dazzling white terraces cascading down the mountains like frozen waterfalls. Pools filled with turquoise mineral water, warm and soothing, reflecting the sky above. This is Pamukkale, the cotton castle of Turkey. For centuries, people believed these thermal waters had healing powers. Even the ancient Romans built a city here, Hierapolis, so they could bathe in these magical springs. Today, its ruins still stand just above the terraces, their grand columns and archways a reminder of a civilization long gone. But Pamukkale isn't just for looking. You can actually step into the water, feel the warmth against your skin, and walk barefoot along the soft, white terraces. It's like stepping into a dream, a natural wonder so unique, it feels almost impossible. And when the sun sets, and the pools glow golden in the fading light, you understand why people have traveled here for thousands of years. It's not just a place, it's an experience. Ephesus. Now, imagine standing in the middle of a city where Julius Caesar, Cleopatra, and St. Paul once walked. A city so well preserved, it feels as if time simply stopped. Welcome to Ephesus, one of the greatest ancient cities in the world. The Library of Celsus stands tall, its grand columns and statues still intact, as if waiting for scholars to return. The Great Theatre, once filled with 25,000 roaring spectators, still echoes with the ghosts of gladiators and philosophers. And then, there's the Temple of Artemis, once considered one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Though little remains of it today, its legend lives on. Ephesus was more than a city. It was a center of knowledge, culture, and power, a place where history was made. Today, walking its marble streets, past the remnants of bathhouses and marketplaces, you can still feel the energy of an empire that once ruled the world. Blue Mosque. In the heart of Istanbul, standing gracefully against the skyline, is a mosque unlike any other. 6 towering minarets, over 20,000 blue Iznik tiles shimmering under soft light, a dome that seems to float above you. This is the Blue Mosque, one of the most magnificent structures of the Ottoman Empire. Built by Sultan Ahmed I in the 17th century, this mosque was designed to be the most beautiful in the world. And it might just be. As you step inside, the vastness of the space, the intricate calligraphy, and the golden glow from hundreds of stained glass windows create a sense of peace, unlike anything else. But the Blue Mosque isn't just a tourist site. It's still an active place of worship, where hundreds of people gather every day to pray. It's a living part of Istanbul, a reminder of the city's deep spiritual and cultural roots. And when the evening call to prayer echoes through the air, and the mosque glows under the fading light, it's a sight you'll never forget. Topkapi Palace. Rising above the shimmering waters of the Bosphorus, hidden within lush courtyards and towering gates, lies a place where power once ruled the world. A palace not of walls and stone, but of intrigue, ambition, and untold secrets. For nearly 400 years, Topkapi Palace was the beating heart of the Ottoman Empire. Sultans, concubines, and grand viziers walked these halls, shaping history in whispered conversations and silent rivalries. From the outside, it appears serene, its domes and gardens stretching toward the sky. But within these walls, alliances were forged, betrayals unfolded, and destinies were decided with a mere glance. Built in 1465 by Sultan Mehmed II, the palace became more than just a residence. It was a fortress, a treasury, and the very core of Ottoman rule. Step inside, and the air is thick with stories. In the imperial council chamber, sultans sat behind golden lattice screens, unseen yet all-seeing, listening as advisors debated the fate of the empire. The harem, shrouded in mystery, was a world of its own, a labyrinth of corridors where the most powerful women of the empire, the concubines and mothers of sultans, shaped history from the shadows. And then, there are the treasures. The famed Topkapi dagger, its hilt encrusted with emeralds the size of a thumb. The spoonmaker's diamond, glittering with a past as mysterious as its origins. Even the sacred relics, said to include strands of the Prophet Muhammad's beard, are kept here, their presence adding an air of divine reverence. Standing in its vast courtyards, gazing toward the Golden Horn, it's impossible not to feel the echoes of an empire that once ruled lands stretching from Hungary to Yemen. Topkapi Palace is not just a place, it is a testament to the power, ambition, and grandeur that shaped centuries. Mount Ararat. Beyond the bustling cities, past the rolling plains of Anatolia, stands a giant cloaked in ice and myth. At 5,137 meters, Mount Ararat is the highest peak in Turkey. But its significance goes far beyond its height. For centuries, this towering volcano has been at the center of one of history's greatest mysteries. According to legend, this is the resting place of Noah's Ark. The story, passed down through generations, tells of a great flood that covered the earth, and a wooden vessel that came to rest on Ararat's slopes as the waters receded. But the mountain's legend doesn't end there. Countless explorers, researchers, and even governments have sent expeditions to uncover the Ark's remains. Some claim to have found wooden fragments, buried beneath layers of ice. Others say satellite images reveal unusual formations near the summit. Yet, the mystery endures, fueling endless debate and fascination. Beyond the legend, Mount Ararat is a realm of untamed wilderness. Treacherous glaciers, unpredictable weather, and breathtaking views make it a challenge even for the most seasoned climbers. The ascent is demanding, requiring endurance, skill, and a deep respect for the forces of nature. But for those who reach the summit, the reward is unparalleled. Standing atop Ararat, looking down upon the land where history and myth intertwine, one cannot help but feel the weight of something greater, an ancient story, etched into the mountain itself. Göbekli Tepe. Hidden beneath the rolling hills of Şanlıurfa, buried for thousands of years, lies a discovery that rewrote history. A place older than Stonehenge, older than the pyramids. This is Göbekli Tepe, the world's first known temple, built over 12,000 years ago, before agriculture, before cities, before the written word. a civilization long lost to time, came together here, carving massive T-shaped stone pillars, some towering over 6 meters high, weighing up to 20 tons. These ancient builders, without the wheel, without metal tools, created something extraordinary, a sacred site unlike anything the world had seen before. Who were they? And why did they construct this place? The pillars, arranged in circular formations, are covered with mysterious carvings, lions, snakes, bird symbols whose meaning has been debated for decades. Some believe Göbekli Tepe was a place of worship, where early humans gathered in rituals honoring their gods. Others suggest it was an astronomical observatory, aligned with the stars. But perhaps the greatest mystery of all is this: why was it buried? Sometime around 8000 BC, Göbekli Tepe was deliberately covered with earth, as if its builders wanted to hide it from the world. Was it abandoned? Or was it sealed off for a reason lost to time? What is certain is that this place changes everything we thought we knew about human history. It challenges the idea that civilization began with farming. Göbekli Tepe tells a different story, one where belief came first and civilization followed. Sumela Monastery. Perched high on a cliffside, hidden within the green embrace of the Pontic Mountains, Sumela Monastery is a place of devotion, solitude, and mystery. Its stone walls blend seamlessly into the sheer rock face, as if it grew from the mountain itself. Built in the 4th century, legend says it was founded after 2 monks discovered an icon of the Virgin Mary inside a cave here. Seeing it as a divine sign, they built a monastery, a place of worship that would endure for centuries. Sumela became one of the most significant Orthodox Christian sites in the world. Over time, it expanded into a vast complex of chapels, kitchens, dormitories, and sacred chambers. But the true marvel is its frescoes. Inside, vibrant paintings cover the walls and ceilings, depicting biblical scenes in stunning detail. Despite the passage of time, the colors remain vivid, their beauty undiminished. The monastery remained active until the early 20th century, when political shifts forced its abandonment. It stood empty for decades, a ghostly relic of a forgotten past. Yet, even in silence, its presence was undeniable. Today, visitors make the pilgrimage up the steep, winding path to reach its entrance. The view from the top is breathtaking, endless forests stretching toward the horizon, the sound of distant waterfalls filling the air. Sumela is not just a monastery, it is a place where heaven and earth meet. Troy. Beneath the fields of Pamukkale, beneath layers of earth and time, lay the ruins of a city once thought to be mere myth. A city of heroes and gods, of war and deception. For centuries, scholars debated its existence. Was it real or just a story? Then, in the late 19th century, the ruins were uncovered, revealing a city that had stood for thousands of years. The evidence was undeniable. Troy was real. But was it the Troy of Homer's Iliad, the Troy of Helen, Achilles, and the Trojan horse? Archaeologists discovered not 1, but 9 layers of civilization, each built upon the ruins of the last. Some date back to 3000 BC, others to the time of the Trojan War. But whether the epic battle truly happened here remains a mystery. What is certain is that Troy was a city of great wealth and power, a crossroads of ancient trade. And though its walls may have crumbled, its story endures, etched into history, immortalized in legend. Aspendos Theatre. Amidst the rolling hills of southern Turkey, where the past still whispers through the ruins, stands one of the finest surviving theaters of the ancient world. Towering stone walls, perfectly carved arches, and a grand stage that has stood for nearly 2,000 years. This is Aspendos, a masterpiece of Roman engineering and one of the best preserved theaters from antiquity. Built in the 2nd century AD during the reign of Emperor Marcus Aurelius, Aspendos was designed with one purpose to captivate. The moment you step inside, the sheer scale of it takes your breath away. The semicircular seating arrangement, capable of holding over 15,000 spectators, surrounds the grand stage in a perfect acoustic design. Even today, a whisper from the center of the stage can be heard clearly in the highest rows. In its prime, this theater was the heart of entertainment. Gladiator battles, concerts, and dramatic performances filled the arena, drawing audiences from across the Roman Empire. The craftsmanship of the structure is remarkable, with its original 2-story stage building still standing, a rare sight in ancient theaters. Aspendos was not abandoned like so many other ruins. It continued to be used throughout history, from Byzantine times to the Seljuk era, when it was repurposed as a caravanserai. This continuous use kept it intact, allowing us to walk through its grand archways and stand on the same stage where Roman actors once performed. Even now, Aspendos remains alive. Each summer, the theater hosts the Aspendos International Opera and Ballet Festival, where modern audiences experience performances just as the ancients did, under the open sky. A place where the echoes of history blend with the present, proving that true artistry is timeless. The fairy chimneys of Zelve. Hidden deep in the heart of Cappadocia, where landscapes seem sculpted by the hands of giants, lies a valley like no other. Towering stone pillars, eroded into delicate, otherworldly shapes, rise from the earth like ancient sentinels. This is Zelve, a place where nature's artistry meets human history. For millions of years, the soft volcanic rock of Cappadocia was shaped by wind and rain, forming bizarre cone-shaped formations known as fairy chimneys. But it wasn't just nature that left its mark here. Early Christians, fleeing persecution, carved homes, monasteries, and entire underground cities into these soft rock spires. For centuries, people lived within these stone towers, their homes hidden in plain sight. Zelve was one of the region's most active monastic centers, its caves filled with chapels adorned with ancient frescoes. Narrow passageways connect small rooms, revealing kitchens, churches, and even stables, all carved into the cliffs. But over time, the forces that created Zelve also became its undoing. The same winds that shaped the chimneys slowly weakened them, making life in the valley too dangerous. In the 1950s, the last residents were forced to leave, turning Zelve into a ghost town, a relic of a vanished way of life. Today, visitors can wander through this open-air museum, stepping inside the ancient cave dwellings, walking through tunnels that once echoed with voices, and standing beneath the towering chimneys that have witnessed centuries of history. A place where nature and humanity shaped something extraordinary, only to be reclaimed by the passage of time. Annie? On the windswept plains of eastern Turkey, where the borders of Armenia and Turkey meet, lies the hauntingly beautiful ruins of Annie. Once a city of unmatched grandeur, its broken walls and abandoned churches now stand as a silent testament to a forgotten empire. 1,000 years ago, Ani was the jewel of the medieval Armenian kingdom. Known as the City of 1,000 Churches, it was a bustling metropolis, home to scholars, traders, and artists. Grand cathedrals with soaring domes, intricately carved stone buildings, and fortified walls surrounded a city that flourished along the Silk Road. At its peak in the 10th and 11th centuries, Ani rivaled the greatest cities of the time, Constantinople, Baghdad, and Cairo. But fate was unkind. Invasions, earthquakes, and shifting trade routes led to its decline. By the 14th century, Ani had been largely abandoned, left to crumble under the weight of history. Today, its ruins stretch across the landscape, their outlines silhouetted against the vast sky. The Cathedral of Ani, once a masterpiece of medieval architecture, stands roofless yet still majestic. The Church of St. Gregory, with its delicate carvings, remains a reminder of the city's lost splendor. Walking through Ani is like stepping into a forgotten world. The silence is profound, broken only by the wind sweeping through the ruins. There are no bustling streets, no merchants calling out their wares, just the echoes of a city that once stood at the crossroads of civilizations, a place where greatness was built, lost, and remembered only in stone. Antalya's beaches, where golden sands meet crystal clear waters, where the mountains rise dramatically behind the coastline, and where ancient ruins sit just steps away from the sea. This is Antalya, the jewel of Turkey's Mediterranean coast, a place where nature, history, and modern luxury exist in perfect harmony. Antalya's coastline stretches for miles, offering everything from hidden coves to bustling beach resorts. The turquoise waters of the Turkish Riviera invite visitors to swim, sail, and explore. The beaches of Lara and Konya Alta are among the finest, with soft sands and warm waters that make for an unforgettable escape. But the true magic of Antalya lies in its ability to blend past and present. Just beyond the shoreline, ancient ruins wait to be explored. The theater of Aspendos, the temples of Side, and the remains of Perge stand as reminders of civilizations that once ruled these shores. For those seeking adventure, the Lycian Way, one of the world's greatest long-distance hiking trails, winds along the coast, offering breathtaking views of the sea and mountains. Antalya is more than just a beach destination. It's a gateway to history, a haven of natural beauty, and a place where every sunset over the Mediterranean feels like a painting come to life. Pergamon. High above the modern city of Bergamo, perched on a rugged hilltop, stand the ruins of one of the most powerful cities of the ancient world. This is Pergamon, a city of knowledge, culture, and monumental architecture, once home to one of the greatest libraries of antiquity. Founded by the Greeks and later flourishing under Roman rule, Pergamon was a city of scholars, philosophers, and rulers. Its library, second only to Alexandria's, housed over 200,000 scrolls, attracting some of the greatest minds of the time. Legend has it that when Egypt stopped supplying papyrus to Pergamon, the city developed parchment, a material that would change the course of history. The altar of Zeus, once standing at the heart of the city, was considered one of the wonders of the ancient world. Though its remains now reside in Berlin's Pergamon Museum, its influence lingers, a tribute to the city's grandeur. The Theatre of Pergamon, dramatically built into the steep hillside, offers breathtaking views of the valley below. With a capacity of 10,000 spectators, it is one of the steepest ancient theaters ever built, a marvel of engineering that defies time. Pergamon was not just a city, it was an intellectual and artistic hub, a place where ideas flourished and history was written. Though its buildings have crumbled, the spirit of Pergamon remains, a reminder of the brilliance of an empire long gone. The Grand Bazaar. In the heart of Istanbul, beneath the golden glow of lanterns and the rhythmic hum of traders' voices, lies a world where history and commerce intertwine, a labyrinth of corridors, arching ceilings adorned with intricate patterns, and the intoxicating aroma of spices drifting through the air. This is the Grand Bazaar, one of the oldest and largest covered markets in the world, a place where stories are traded as often as goods. Established in the 15th century during the reign of Sultan Mehmed II, the Grand Bazaar was more than a marketplace. It was the beating heart of an empire, a crossroads of civilizations where merchants from Europe, Asia, and the Middle East came to exchange treasures from distant lands. Spices from India, silk from China, gold and silver from Anatolia, each stall, each alley, a portal to a different part of the world. With over 4,000 shops spread across 61 streets, the Grand Bazaar is a world of its own. Handmade carpets, glistening jewelry, ancient coins, and hand-painted ceramics fill the shelves, each object holding a piece of history. Bargaining here is not just a transaction, it is an art, a dance of words and gestures that has been perfected over centuries. But the Grand Bazaar is more than its goods. It is a place where cultures collide, where old traditions are kept alive, where every corner whispers secrets of the past. As the sun sets, the call to prayer echoes through its domed ceilings, and for a brief moment, time stands still. A reminder that in this ancient market, the past is never too far away. The Bosphorus. Where continents meet and civilizations have risen and fallen, there is a stretch of water that has shaped history like few other places in the world. The Bosphorus, a narrow strait dividing Europe and Asia, is not just a geographical wonder, it is the lifeblood of Istanbul, a passage of power, beauty, and eternal movement. For centuries, this waterway has been the gateway between East and West. The ancient Greeks, the Byzantines, the Ottomans all recognized its strategic importance, controlling its shores to command the world's most vital trade routes. Empires were built, and battles were fought over this shimmering ribbon of blue, where ships sailed carrying silk, spices, and the ambitions of nations. Today, the Bosphorus remains a spectacle. Elegant mansions from the Ottoman era, known as yalas, line its banks, their wooden facades reflecting on the water like forgotten dreams. Majestic palaces, Dolmabahce, Beylerbeyi, Topkapi, stand as reminders of the grandeur that once ruled these shores. The best way to experience the Bosphorus is by boat. As the ferry glides through its gentle currents, the skyline of Istanbul unfolds, minarets piercing the sky, the domes of mosques shimmering in the afternoon sun, the endless energy of a city that never stops moving. At night, the Bosphorus transforms. Bridges connecting two continents illuminate the dark waters, their reflections dancing on the waves. The whispers of history blend with the sounds of the modern world, a reminder that this passage of time and tides has always been, and will always be, the heart of Istanbul. Lake Van. Amidst the rugged landscapes of eastern Turkey, where mountains rise like ancient guardians, lies an expanse of water so vast it seems more like an inland sea than a lake. This is Lake Van, the largest lake in Turkey, a place of myths, legends, and breathtaking beauty. Surrounded by volcanic peaks and rolling hills, Lake Van is a landscape shaped by both fire and water. The lake itself was formed by volcanic activity thousands of years ago, its deep blue waters trapped within a basin carved by ancient eruptions. Unlike most lakes, its waters are alkaline, giving it an almost surreal clarity, shimmering under the endless sky. But Lake Van is not just a natural wonder, it is also a keeper of history. On its small island, Akdamar, sits the legendary Church of the Holy Cross, an Armenian cathedral built in the 10th century. Its walls, adorned with intricate carvings depicting biblical stories, have stood against time and conflict, bearing witness to the region's deep and complex history. Legends say that beneath these waters lies a lost city, swallowed by time, its ruins hidden beneath the waves. Divers have uncovered ancient structures, mysterious walls stretching along the lakebed, adding to the enigma of what secrets may still lie below. Lake Van is a place where nature and history merge, where the silence of the water speaks volumes, and where every sunset over its vast expanse feels like the closing chapter of an untold story. Mount Nemrut. High above the Anatolian plateau, where the sky meets the earth, a mountain stands frozen in time. A place where colossal stone heads stare out into eternity, their features worn by centuries of wind and sun. This is Mount Nemrut, an ancient royal tomb unlike any other, a monument built to defy time itself. In the 1st century BC, King Antiochus I of Commagene ordered the construction of this magnificent tomb, a testament to his vision of divine kingship. He envisioned himself as a god among gods, his legacy carved into stone, his resting place aligned with the heavens. At sunrise and sunset, the mountaintop transforms. The massive statues of Greek, Persian, and Armenian deities, Zeus, Apollo, Hercules, glow in the golden light, their faces reflecting both the artistry and ambition of a forgotten kingdom. Some lie toppled, their heads scattered across the plateau, as if watching the world from their resting place. The burial chamber itself remains a mystery. Somewhere beneath the artificial mound of crushed rock, King Antiochus is believed to be buried, but no one has ever found his tomb. Whether hidden by design or lost to time, his final resting place remains undiscovered, adding to the mountain's enigmatic allure. Standing here, amidst the silent stone figures, watching the sky shift from fiery orange to deep blue, one cannot help but feel the weight of time. A place where history is not just remembered, but etched into the very landscape. The wonders of Turkey are more than just places, they are echoes of the past, standing defiantly against time. Some carved by nature, others built by human hands, all carrying stories that shaped the world. Whether in the bustling streets of the Grand Bazaar or the silent ruins of Ani, along the shimmering waters of the Bosphorus or atop the sacred peak of Mount Nemrut, Turkey is a land where history is not just preserved, but lived. If you've enjoyed this journey through Turkey's wonders, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more incredible stories from around the world. And if you could visit just one of these places, which would it be? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, keep exploring, keep wondering, and never stop discovering the magic that history leaves behind.